Welcome back to the Positive Gains podcast. Today, my special guest is BJ Burries, a legend, a bucket getter, all-time leading scorer in Arizona basketball high school history. Man's accomplished a lot. BJ, how are you?
Great, and you? What about you?
Doing real good, man. Appreciate you being on.
Yes, sir.
So for those of you that I guess don't know BJ, this time I'll let him give a little bit of background info, just where you're from and how you started playing ball.
Yeah, I grew up in I was born in Fontana, California. Then my dad's from Chicago, Illinois. My mom's from the St. Carlos Apache Reservation out in St. Carlos, Arizona. So I just been with my mom when I was little. I started playing I started playing when I was like at 3. And I think basketball just runs in the family because both my parents played college ball. My grandma played high school ball. She was a state champ. Then I was listed in school at Globe since I want to say first grade all the way till my high school career.
And so how would you explain Globe for those of the people that have never been there? It's kind of a unique town, right? I mean, with tons of traffic going in and out, going to Phoenix and back. So how would you explain Globe?
I'd probably explain Globe I would say a small town. There's really nothing you can really do, but we have a movie theaters and all, and we got the best Mexican food in the state.
And so now, basketball. First time I heard of you was let's see. I know you guys played Safford, and that's where I'm at. I'm out of Safford.
Yeah.
I think you, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you had 50 something on them.
Yeah. I think it was 50, 52.
And, for a while, I thought it was a typo. People were talking about it. And I said, well, how did this happen? Because it's not a normal thing, in high school that you hear about around here. And I was going back and forth with some people around here, and they're like, well, you got to watch it, man, because he just pulls up. You really can't defend him because he's got the range. And so I started following it. And, man, you talk about a bucket getter. The range is just all over the place, man. And I said, well, no wonder, poor Safford had a hard time defending him along with other people, right? I don't want to get killed for it. But high school basketball, man. So you start out in Globe. And what was your mindset going into your freshman year? Because that's when you scored 68, right?
Yeah. So it was my freshman year. I was supposed to go to St. Carlos because I was playing with them 8th grade going into my freshman year. But I thought Globe was the best opportunity for me. And I trusted the coach James Simmons there. And I knew he would play me a lot. So I just decided to go to Globe. And it was going into my freshman year, I didn't think too much. I just wanted to play basketball. And I didn't have nothing I didn't know I was gonna be the all-time leading scorer or nothing. I just went out there and just have fun and play basketball.
And then, just getting deeper into it, you're starting to gain notoriety, going into your sophomore year because of the 68. And then you just go on a tear, man. So I want to know, what was the mindset knowing that not only is the opponents, you were going to get their best shot every night, but just game planning, because obviously you're the focal point. So what was your mindset dealing with just all these different teams that you had to go against?
I'll probably just say going in, I knew I was going to get double team or triple team. I knew my teammates would be ready. And when I'd have the opportunity to score, I would. And Coach Simmons always just told me just run and gun, the system we did. Is just to get the ball out the net and just run. and that was like basically the main point.
Wow. And so as you inch closer and closer to it, again, what was your mental psyche like? Because obviously you knew at one point you were going to break it. Were you glad to get it out of the way when you did? Did it relieve? Did you feel a sense of maybe not pressure, but just like, oh, finally I got it out the way?
Yeah, I want to say like the start of my senior year, everybody was talking about it, saying like, "Oh, you can break the record, you can do this and that." But like, I didn't really want to like pay attention to it in the beginning because I know like one injury can like mess up everything. So I decided to like focus on the game and just let it come to me.
Yeah, and I'm kind of aging myself, but I was when I was in high school, I remember watching Safford play Australia Foothills, and the Hawkins boys, Corey and Brandon and their little brother, they had knocked him out, I think in '08. Yeah. And they went on a run. And then Corey ended up being the taking Mike Bibby's place on the all-time. And I remember him averaging like 36 his senior year. And I thought, man, that's gonna be a while before somebody tops that record. And then, here you come along and you beat it. So I was reading that Mike reached out to you. Did Corey say anything about it?
No, I didn't hear nothing from Corey.
Okay. And then you talked about leaving, being on, San Carlos, playing with those guys early on and then transitioning to Globe. And I'm sure it wasn't a popular decision, but like you said, it was a decision that you made for yourself and it paid off. So just again, because I'm real big on like psyche and especially at a young age, you had to deal with that. So how tough was that with people feeling like, you're going to the wrong side?
Yeah, like I think my growing up, I always used to play with those guys. Like back in San Carlos, we would have like a club team named San Carlos Apaches. So I'd always be playing with them. And like growing up, I feel like everybody thought like I would go there and because they're like my cousins and my family and all. But I just like when I told them I was going to Globe, or they felt like some way like they thought I was gonna go to San Carlos and like try and win a state championship with them. And it was like my freshman year, like we went to go support them and they won a state that year. So like everybody was like coming up to me and be like, "Dang, that could have been you." And like in my mind, I was thinking like, yeah, but I feel like I want to get like much further with basketball and like try and play college ball.
And so you graduate. Even before that, you're all Arizona. You're on the cover of forget the magazine with the article. Nico Mannion's in there and some other guys. And
Yeah.
so you're just making a name, man. I mean, you're putting Globe on the map, and I know people around here felt proud, Pima, Safford Thatcher, because again, you're representing a small school, and
Yeah.
the fact that you weren't some giant 6'10" guy even made it that much better. So when you graduate, you end up at Mesa Community College. And just talk about that experience for you.
Mesa was like a great experience. They had a great coaching staff when I was there. That Sam Ballard, one of the like greatest coaches in Arizona history. Same with his son Jordan Ballard. I think that was my favorite coach while being there. And the campus was great. The professors were great. Athletic trainer staff was great. Just like everything around.
And was it tough transitioning from high school to college ball? I mean, because maybe everybody's heard who you are. I mean, everybody knew, about the record. And I'm sure, again, in college, people wanted to prove, oh, I'll take him. I'll get him tonight, So what was that like?
It was like very tough because everybody in college was like 6'4", 6'3". Like they were like much stronger and everything. And in high school, I really didn't like play defense like that. But Coach Ballard like talked me into like playing, like I have to play defense like the whole game take charges and all that, and like I adjusted to that like really well.
And I remember we went to a game in when you guys played EA. I think it was maybe that first year. And it was like a home game for you. I remember the cheering section. I mean, it was every time you touched the ball, they were cheering for you. So did you have any nerves like playing? I don't even know if that's really so close to home because I guess it'd be split down the middle, but just having that support there, did you feel a certain type of way?
Yeah, like I felt nervous at first, but I kind of got like into the rhythm as the game went on.
So you ended up graduating, right?
Yeah,
And I saw maybe you had the 2 degrees.
yeah, one in general studies and associates in arts.
So not only that, I mean, you're making your family proud by getting the paper and playing basketball. Obviously, is another bonus. Um, but what would you tell some of these younger guys, man? There's so many like hungry kids out there that want to play or that are playing. And you know how it is. Everyone's jockeying for position and everyone's trying to show that, this is who I am. Look at me. But you did it your own way. So what advice would you give to some of these younger athletes?
Yeah, I'll probably say like first thing is like education, because you see like a lot of like great athletes there, but they don't have the grades for it. And another thing is like just to keep your head like straight and don't drink or smoke or anything, because a lot of like athletes like that, but I never like drink or smoke. And just like to keep pushing each and every day, keeping God first, and just be the best you can.
And so, yeah, you balanced a lot, with just everything from, like I said, the record, playing in high school, graduating, college. It's all in perspective, right? So like reflecting,
Yeah.
what do you reflect back on about all those moments, now that you're an adult now and you've lived it?
Yeah, I feel like I think time just goes by quick, and just to enjoy the moment, because I remember like being the national free throw champ when I was like 13 years old out in Boston, Massachusetts, and that just like came by quick.
Okay. So it just went by, I mean, in a blink of an eye, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Lastly, two more. Where are you at on social media, and what's up next for you?
You can find me on social media, like any platform. You just gotta type in like BJ Burries. And this past semester I was supposed to be playing basketball at Bacone University or Bacone College out in Muskogee, Oklahoma. But like some things got messed up with the coaching staff, so I decided to redshirt this year. And this semester I'm gonna be taking classes online at NAU. Then next year I'm gonna try and go play basketball in California, like close to my dad's family.
Oh wow. Wow, good. So still balling, and I'm sure that you're keeping in good shape, and maybe you're not getting as many as good runs, right now, but best of luck to you. Appreciate you coming on because you have a story to share, and there's a lot of kids that can benefit from it. And I know you've heard it a million times, but obviously on the res and even here, like there's so many good kids, knucklehead kids, but kids that just don't have a lot of guidance. So it's always great to see somebody like yourself do some great things. So yeah, best of luck to you. I hope to see you back on the court, and yeah, you're welcome back on anytime.
All right, thank you.